What is up, everybody? Happy Monday. Welcome back to Wickin It and Kickin' It. After we had to take a week off last week, I'm already glitching. Hopefully we can just power through it. We had to take a much needed week off last week. There was just too much going on. Shout out to all of you who keep JMW Premium thriving, and appreciate everybody who reached out looking out for me, because I forgot. I made a short announcing that we weren't going to stream. I posted it in the Yo-Yo. I posted it in Steel Valley. But I didn't want to tag at everyone in the JMW Discord too early in the day, and then as the day progressed, I forgot. So the majority of people who aren't in those other two Discords didn't get a notification that we weren't going live. So people reached out to ask to make sure if everything was okay, and I really appreciate that. Thanks for looking out for me, everybody. Hope everybody had a fantastic weekend and an even better start to your week. It is getting gorgeous outside here in Rochester, New York. Starting last night, it was like 55 and like cloudy. Like mostly cloudy, but the sun was just peeking out a little bit, and like it's like the perfect weather for me. Like 55, between 55 and 60. Whew, that's kind of where it's at right now. I want to say, oh, actually, it looks like it jumped up to 70 today. No shit, 70 degrees right now. The sun is going down. Can't complain about that. It was a busy week, guys. I kind of unplugged. I answered PMs here and there, but I kind of unplugged for the weekend. I was so slammed with orders, and I had to section them off a certain amount each day and try to stick to a schedule to get them done. And I still ended up overworking myself. And then vlog day came around. I hopped into the hangs afterwards, and I just immediately passed out. And then Friday I just hung out and did what I needed to do Friday, and Saturday I was all caught up. So I caught up on sleep. So sat here chilling with my son. He's still here. He's in his bedroom. We already ate. We're good to go. It is time for Wickin' It and Kickin' It. And I've only really got one setup rocking right now. Busted out the door this weekend. I had to get an RTA back in action on that Shift Plus side by side. I've been powering through this open bottle of the FC that I had now that I got extra bottles. And I think it's time for a new coil. I'm getting some crackle here and there. The crackle's not the biggest issue. The flavor is fantastic on this tank, but I think I can feel it starting to dip just a little. Interested in seeing what you guys are enjoying. Hopefully everybody's enjoying something tasty tonight. E-liquids, beverages. No coffee tonight. I wanted to do this, so I wanted to do one of these. Ready? Oh yeah. I wanted to pop that top on the stream. I love that sound. It's one of my most favorite sounds in the world. Mm. Dr. Pepper goes with literally everything. Any flavor of e-liquid you can think of, you can pair Dr. Pepper with it. It's absolutely perfect. Um, a couple of things lined up today. I want to do a little mixing. I want to set up this new RBA. I didn't wait because I didn't stream. I didn't wait. So that I already took the Sarin RBA for a test run. But we're going to re-wick that tonight. We're going to taste the El Caribe. Shout out to my boy Kaz, FDH. We're going to taste the El Caribe. I'm just going to wick up that Sarin, and we're just going to load that right up in there. It's been getting lots of great feedback. I saw everybody got their liquids from the last FDH drop, and now the dock is open again. So make sure you go check those guys out. They got some of the classic favorites rocking right now. As well as we dropped a couple new flavors. Well, they're actually new to some people, right? Because there's a lot of newer people that are customers of JMW, and those liquids are seasonal liquids that we bring back from time to time. They might get slightly reworked, improved upon a tad as new flavors come out. But we re-released Polly's Mango and our Juicy. Polly's Mango is a delicious mango yogurt, and Juicy is that your classic juicy fruit gum. I know that the menu says bubble gum, but it's juicy fruit. So bubble gum, stick gum, whatever you want to call it. A lot of those bottles have made it out into the wild. Just started landing over the last couple days, so that's going to be available for the spring, possibly well into the summer. We got a good amount of stuff to keep those two rocking for a while. Let me know what you guys are enjoying tonight, though. Feel free to send in your hand checks, desk checks. I already snagged a few things from some people. I got Mr. Kaz on deck already. Let's see. I think I saw one coming in. Yep, we got Dale. We got Dale sending one in here. I snagged a few things and posted up a couple pictures of my own that I was proud of. You guys may have already seen them. I don't know if that's downloading or what, but let's see who's here. While we're waiting to see if that's actually downloading. First one in the house early tonight was Ern. Ern's listening in. He says he's just popping in early to say what's up, cleaning the shop, and then a bunch of driving around to do, so I'll be listening. Hell yeah. Get that shop cleaned up, Ern. Get home safe, my dude. Or drive safe if you're not heading straight home. Gaming Vapor, hey. So hope everyone is well on this fine Monday. Thank you, sir. You as well. Dell, bringing that big wick energy. Neil Pitts, saying hello. Stolen, howdy, sir. Kaz is wicking it and kicking it in the JMW closet. Kaz knows what goes down in the JMW closet. Tony, sup, guys? He says, sup, guys? Sup, Tony? Good to see you. Welcome to Wickin It Kickin It, man. Jeremy M says a yo. Neil says I do need to clean out. I need to do a clean out running 16 devices with different recipes in each. It's a good problem to have, but it can get a little overwhelming. Yeah, it gets to a point where eventually you do got to break things down, re-wick, clean up, switch things up a little bit. Ronnie is here, says good evening all. He's driving home as usual. Drive safe, my dude. Ryan Belgrave. Sup, my ninjas? What is up, dude? Kaz is still enjoying himself in the JMW closet. Tim, good morning. Shout out to New Zealand. Tuning in from all the way around the world. Heath, yo, bro, how you doing? I'm doing, man. It was a rough week. I relaxed this weekend. This morning was a challenge because my son does his at-home instruction. He has a tutor that comes here, and it's only for a couple hours. But man, he was not having it today, and it just like mentally and emotionally drains you. And it was a rough morning. I'll tell you what. I needed to come back and wick it and kick it with all my peeps tonight. You guys lift me up. You get the week started on a positive note. You guys are what make this stream what it is. And I needed it. I needed this positivity and just the vibe that only happens. It's specific to Wickin It and Kickin It. There's other streams like the Fiddle, the Vlog. They all have a positive vibe. Dopamine Dump. They all have a positive vibe, but each of them are a unique vibe in their own. And Wickin It and Kickin It has its very own. It's what I need to start the week, guys. Del says, you already know, baby. Brian Enoch. Hello, sir. He says hello to everyone. He's got to try the mango. Yeah. Slick Pimp. That's a nice hat. Thanks, dude. We actually have more of these hats. I don't know how many left, but there's still a small stack of them left. Dan should put them back up on the site because we still got a few left. Otherwise, I might start running giveaways for them or something. Oh, we're getting choppy. Chopped and screwed. Appreciate you, my dude. Lady Liberty, hello. Hope Tim is doing all right. Tim had to get big boy doctor visit stuff done today. Hope he's hanging in there. Shots and prayers to my dude, Tim. Love you, brother. Gaming Vapor's enjoying some rhubarb custard tonight. After a 3 month steep, bro, this stuff is fire. Can't put it down. That sounds awesome. Never had a rhubarb. I hear a good rhubarb is hard to come by. Cheryl Demers, hello. Hello. Welcome to Wickin It and Kickin It. I'm not sure if you've been here before. I'm very familiar with your name, but I don't know if I've seen you in chat here before. Thanks for coming to hang out with us tonight. He now has metal clamps and a tattoo in his ass, so yeah. I was keeping it vague. I love how just straightforward and blunt you are, Gassy. Oh, awesome. Hell yeah, dude. Welcome to Wickin It and Kickin It. Don't be intimidated by all the wrenches, or I guess they're shields now. Eventually, after everybody's been here a few times consistently, we do what we call the wrenching, and I give it to everybody. And that's mainly because we do a lot of DIY stuff here. Got a lot of DIYers in the house. And it gives them the ability to be able to share links if they want to share recipes and things like Dell. Dell's got content. He does awesome gunplay model videos on YouTube. People can share their content, or if you anything of that nature. But ooh, Stephen Lane, hello. Bad thing did download. So that's good. So I've had ideas in my head. I definitely didn't want to skip another mixing week because I know a lot of people expressed to me how much fun they had on the DIY weeks. And we try to switch it up. Obviously, this is Wickin It and Kickin It, so I'm always going to at least be wicking something up because I have to get things into my rotation to start the week. But we're going to try to do a little bit of everything. I want to put together at least one recipe, or at least mix one that I've already kind of drafted up. The last time we did a recipe together, I had that idea for the guava Twizzlers. Chat helped me put it together with some ideas, some suggestions, helped me tweak percentages and stuff like that. It did end up needing a little bit more guava. I haven't edited it yet, but I did put an extra couple drops of Flavora pink guava in there. And I got that bottle right here. It's all nice and steeped. And I can tell you, minus the fact that I think we just have to bump the guava note up a little bit, together, we created a recipe that tastes almost identical to those guava-filled Twizzler candies. That strawberry soft candy from Wonder Flavors just really does the trick. And also their tropical gummy candy. And like it does have like some strawberry kind of ishness to it, but I think if we can just pump the guava up, we can completely hide that strawberry note and it'll be more guava dominant. But regardless, it's delicious. I'm convinced those guava Twizzlers still have like a strawberry coating anyway. So it turned out real good. I thought maybe we'd give it another try tonight. I want to do something with grapefruit. Dirtle was talking about grapefruit candies a few weeks back, and I just really been in the mood for grapefruit. I did do up a grapefruit recipe for single source week for AAFL a couple weeks ago, and I never ended up mixing that up. So we might mix that up, or we might just put together something completely brand new together tonight. I grabbed a box of flavors. There's 18 flavors in here. And if we need to grab a couple more, if something different comes up, it comes up. But I grabbed everything that I thought could potentially work for some type of a tasty grapefruit candy or grapefruit smoothie. I forgot to grab one flavor. I did, because I did have an idea for a grapefruit smoothie. And grapefruit smoothies, a lot of recipes that I looked up for them, they use a little bit of ginger. And the ginger helps tone the tartness down. I forgot to grab the bottle of ginger. So if we end up doing something like that, I'll just run and grab the bottle quick. Raspberry grapefruit, make ruby red. See, raspberry, yes. That is actually kind of like the urn. That's the recipe that I already have drafted up. It's actually a ruby raz soda type of thing. Ruby raz soda. We'll take a look at it. Pomegranate grapefruit could work. Tim says hi, but he's pinned down under the bunny. Yeah, he needs some bunny loving right now, I bet. And not allowed to move. I gotcha. Kaz wants my soft candy. You're going to have to come and get it, buddy. You know where I live. Let's see. Canadian Vapor is here. What's up, Paul? Keeping the dream alive, indeed. 2 tarts. Mixing up some juice. Yeah. Neil says if you like grape flavor juice, try Rocky's Mountain Dew Pitch Black. It's good. Oh, yo, I bet. I think I remember seeing him make that. Or sharing it. I'll have to look it up. I'm sure it's an easy find. Pomegranate and papaya works great together. The only papaya I have, I think, is Wonder Flavors papaya. I don't think I have TFA. TFA is a good papaya as well, but I don't think I have it. I think I might have used it up at one point and never restocked it. Hey, I got an update on my birthday present earlier. It has a tracking number. Let's go! Lady Liberty's got a super sexy, custom painted, engraved Hyperion, Infinite Mods Hyperion, coming straight from Oscar himself, with a matching Luna RDA and cap. Oh, it's going to be so sweet when she gets it. Ern had a pomegranate candied raspberry juice that was dank. Well, what do you think, guys? Do we want to start off by getting something mixed first? Since we're all brainstorming ideas? Or do we want to mix up or get that thing wicked up first? I think first we got to see what you guys are vaping on. The things that people have shared with me so far. If you want to send a hand check or a desk check in, this is the last call. But if not, no worries. It's not really a huge deal. I do have to add a couple more things. But we got to edit post. Add the photos. Boom, boom, boom. Next. Hold on. Yep, we just got those so far. Steve, hear me out. Okay, I'm listening. Buttery waffle, maple syrup, and cream. Bro. So, that's kind of it does sound awesome. So, Bad Drip, remember the company Bad Drip? They had like a secondary line called Director's Cut. And they had this one called Nancy's New Nightmare. It was Belgian waffle with butter pecan, salted caramel, and hazelnut. And it was so good. It was like one of like the first like desserty type of liquids I really got into for a while. And I actually did like a tribute recipe for it. And I think I got real close because I'm convinced that they used all Flavor West. Was the most flavor packed juice ever. Yeah, I'm convinced they used all Flavor West. The only thing I haven't tried is the Flavor West waffle. But I instead of having their regular waffle, I used waffle cone and then softened it up with yellow cake. But I also used like Flavor West butter pecan, Flavor West hazelnut, Flavor West salted caramel. It tastes, other than like the percentages, it tastes pretty spot on. I think if we just cranked up the percentages on everything, it would be pretty spot on to the actual retail liquid. Chris Collins says, "Yo, what's up, my dude? Like a heavy ass cream? Yo, yeah, that could be good. Buttery waffle, maple syrup, and cream." Nancy's Nightmare. Let's see. Yeah, sent you a check. Awesome. Sick. Let me get Cassie's. Bam. It's all right. Yeah, hell yeah, I got that one from you too earlier. Oh, yo, we got a dinner check from a man, Chris. I love the dinner check. Oh, hell yeah. I see that vape snuck in there. I see the vape snuck in there. All right, let's add. Boom, boom, boom. All right, done. Save. All right, we're ready to rock now. My main vape is always the Delta Squonk Bonza Pro RDA Strawberry Twinkie Milkshake. Hell yeah, Neil. Neil, it just ain't a regular day if you don't have that going. There was so much shit in it. Yeah, I don't know. It seemed pretty straightforward as far as like being able to replicate something that tastes very similar. But it was packed with flavor, 100%. Let's see. Did I miss something from Cheryl? Oh, okay, I see. Or a Biscoff cookie. Yeah, dude, I want to do some kind of Biscoff. I would love to do some kind of Biscoff. Yeah, for sure. Here's my Lego my Eggo recipe. All right. Shoot. I don't have the YouTube window open. Let me see if I can snag it without the stream lagging. Normally I have it running in the background already, but I closed the YouTube window just to save RAM. Let's see. I am going to be getting a new computer soon. I guess Dan bought a brand new laptop that he has hardly used. He's gonna message me the specs, and if it's something kind of like what I'm looking for, I might buy a laptop off of him, because he's gonna be able to give me a way better deal than buying a brand new laptop. That's for sure. Where do we post hand checks? Message me on Discord. I don't know if we're friends on Discord, or Facebook PMs is where I have everybody send them. Hold on. That's funny. I got to get that one too. Let's get that one and add it. Okay, I got that recipe pulled up so we can look at it when it's time. Edit post. We're not friends on Discord? Shoot. Let's see. No. Come on. Add next. We'll have to find you on Facebook. Yeah, it's Steve Oster on Facebook. And you'll see I have a Team JMW profile picture. I'll give you a second. I got Tim's hand check. Let's take a look at Neil's recipe real quick here. Since we were talking about waffles. Let's see. Share. Lego my Eggo from Neil Pitts. Hell yeah. Crisp waffle SSA. Oh, I missed out on that flavor. when Bull City still had it. Ice cream, that's a 0.5%. Ice cream SSA at 2%. Irish cream from Flavor Art, very nice. 0.75% Kentucky bourbon. Ooh, a boozy waffle. TFA at 0.5. Maple Bar, love me some Maple Bar. Flavora at 1%. Milkshake from Capella at 2.5. Milkshake Mollenberry at 0.65. Super Sweet Pearlum at 0.5. And Waffle Cone Flavor West, I love that flavor, at 1%. All right, dude. Yeah, so it kind of like a confirm. Gotcha. Like a boozy waffle and ice cream combo. Heck yeah. That looks fantastic. Let's see. We'll pull that off for right now. I made that after watching Grimm's vlog. He had that Eggo. Oh, that Eggo liqueur. Hell yeah. There we go. I waved to you. All right. Yeah, that sippin' cream. The sippin' cream. Hey Neil, do you have the maple syrup SSA? Just feel it might work better than the maple bar for this. Yeah, I mean, if you really want to up the maple note in there, I do think the maple bar is a great addition though, because it has a bakery note in it that can add to the bakery layer of the waffle. But yeah, if you wanted to pump up the maple, for sure, the SSA maple would be a fantastic addition to this. For sure, for sure. Let's see. Hi, Kim. Kim C is here. She says hi, chat. I just want to give Cheryl a minute because we got hooked up on Facebook. Yo, that FC is so good. It's so stinking good. Oh, here, let's grab this one. I like that. I've changed those labels again since the last time I sent you bottles though, Heath. And then I shared a couple bottles and Dan asked me where they came from and I was like, I made them. And he's like, I'm going to remake them. And I was like, you really don't have to. I think they're fine. He's like, I don't really like that like triangle shape in the center. And I'm like, well, it works. I've literally done almost the whole menu because I just figured you didn't have time to do them. So I just did them. Here, let's stop sharing. I got to turn the YouTube window off. I'm going to open this up, and if she gets something in, we'll add it. Let's see what you guys are rocking with. Gotcha. Perfect. Boom. 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 Awesome. I'm adding it right now. We're getting it going. Oh, what just happened? Oh, I went to the JMW group and not back to my page. All right, we're getting it added. Added. No, that's not a new post. Edit this post. Thanks for bearing with me, guys. This isn't a perfect science, but we make it work. We're just here to hang out and have a good time anyway. Did I add his hand check? No, I didn't yet anyway. Hand, boom, 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 boom. That's a video. Perfect. Done. All right. Awesome. Done. Save. All right. Let's, because that might take a second. Let's get it going. What up, Jay Logan? Sorry for shouting. I get excited. All right, awesome. Everything's there. The post is ready to share. Sweet. Come on. Bam. All right. I know what I'm doing, I swear. Eventually, soon enough, especially if I can get that, I want to take a look at that laptop from Dan. But if it's not enough, I'm just going to buy a brand new one. And we're going to be upgraded, because especially once I get a new laptop. We'll be able to run things more smoothly. And then I'll be incentivized to finally hook up that new camera also. Bam. All right. We're rocking and rolling. All right. I added these. That should work just fine. Gaming Vapor says the Steam Crave Titan V2 Blaze Pro Max with some rhubarb custard. Geek Vape 21700 with the 25mm Nightmare RTA with the chocolate chip mint ice cream. Hell yeah, dude. Need a bottle of diacetyl. Yeah. Let's see. So there's the polys and the juicy I was just talking about. He doesn't like this. This shape was made for having a space to when we were handwriting the names on the labels. But I just started plugging fonts onto them. But I like the shape. It gives me a way to be able to center the names on there. So yeah, Polly's Mango and Juicy. I just really like taking a picture of fresh new labels. And then this one is the JMW Rainbow, dude. The only thing I'm missing, I think we have like some shades of brown and some darker blues. But there's like different shades of red, orange, yellows, green. I love how that freaking turned out. I was just mixing so many bottles over the week, and I literally just grabbed every color that I could, lined them up to make a cool rainbow. And especially the 60 ml labels, I love how they turned out. Let's see. I stole this one, I think from Slick Pimp. I can't recall. I think I sold this one from Slick Pimp. His RDA for vaping on the, I could be wrong. It could be the next one that was from him. Little straw gummy. I'd like to steal the JMW hand checks and desk checks throughout the week. Yeah, that was Slick Pimp, because this one is Mark Hughes from the UK, enjoying himself some vanilla rum custard. Recoil R3 Team Single Coil on the Ascent. I really want an Ascent just to have a newer a newer design dual 18650 mod. This is from Nick Handley. He's not here, but he just got his new BT Custom Squonker. Some broken addies, and this is the same block that my BT Custom Squonk was made from, but my drip tip didn't come out that pink. It's a really cool drip tip though. It's got the broken ohm squonker, some booby batteries, and then we got Heath coming in with a burrow mod. I'm not sure what RVA is in there. He's been enjoying himself some Crunchberry Shake. And, of course, he's been really enjoying the 02. I would love a 02. I especially love these cap covers for the R3. They're sweet, dude. They're made to match like the designs on the 02. It's so sick. It just goes right over the cap. And then it has holes for the airflow. It's freaking awesome looking, dude. I love that setup. And hiding in the back there, he's got the Reverie RTA. And I think that's a Blaze of some sort back there. And of course, we got Kaz coming in with the bootlegger. With some El Caribe. Some sexy panel action. And he sent in another one with that pink bunny. I haven't busted into any of the newer FDH ones yet, but we will. We got lots of liquids to taste still. I didn't really try anything new over the last couple weeks, but I haven't tasted this one yet. I've knuckle tested them. We still got a bunch of Lady Liberty liquids that I haven't tasted yet either, and Duchess coils liquids that he gave me. Of course, we got Dell trying real hard to convince me to buy a Jaka RTA last week. I just couldn't do it. I was tempted, and it's sold already anyway. With some FDH Modern, I'm tempted to pick up a GT4. They're actually in stock somewhere right now, like not on pre-order. But it would probably cost me close to $200 to get a GT4. It was a steal for a Jaka. But I don't know, man. Of course, he's just always rocking this setup, and I love it. It's gorgeous. Cassie says it's a little dark, but you know, she's got her R3 and the Gower. Them homemade custom panels, white chocolate key lime cheesecake, her very own. And Chris, my man Chris with the dinner check, he's got the shift. Hey, twinsies. Except his is the 18650. He's got a Kumo on his. That is a nice pairing. That looks freaking awesome. That Pete Deal, those banana peppers look scrumptious, bro. Dinner at Champions right there. Tim's hand check. Literally, hand check. I love it. I love it. It's so great. He sent in another desk check of all the different liquids he's got running right now. JMW liquids anyway. And then, this is what we were waiting for. We got it in for you, Cheryl. A little under the hood action. Ooh, you know what? I could not tell in that other picture that it was a vertical build. Dual verticals. Dual verticals. And we're finishing up with a video from Cheryl. Let's see. There we go. Heck yeah. Spicy. Hell yeah. And we are back to the beginning. Shout out to you guys. I love that you guys send in your desk checks and your hand checks each week. I love seeing what everybody's enjoying. It, you know, it's the passion and the enjoyment for these things that bring us together. But we make friends along the way, and because of our shared enjoyment for all the fun stuff that helps keep us off cigarettes. And but I'd love to see what people are rocking while we're hanging out. Velocity deck's kind of ass. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, it works though. It does work. That's awesome, Cheryl. Cool build. Yeah. Dual verticals. Yeah, I don't see that very often. Heck yeah. I sent for a dual battery mod. You'll find a smaller mod than that. It surprised me when I got it. Yeah. Ern says, I need a 02 so damn badly. Yeah. If there's anybody who needs one, Ern, it's you. Neil said, I started to get the Ascent, but I got two Odin's V2 200 because of them being dual 21-700. Okay. Yeah. Accent is a decent little banger, especially with the matchy nitrous. Yeah. Taste the rainbow. Let's go. Yeah, I like smaller, more compact mods. I'm an 18650 guy personally. It would be nice to have a dual 21-700 regulated device. The only dual 21-700 I have is it's a Nazi box. It's a parallel box. I only broke 2 nails while building it. Hey! That's awesome. I'm struggling to get flavor on my R3 6mm legs. Should I put them closer to the airflow or over to the center more, running 2 Watofo 3-core aliens, 110 watts? Closer to the airflow. I do 6mm, then I kind of tug up on them, and then I got them kind of right here like this. It's actually doing a nice autofocus for me right now. So about 1.5 millimeters away from the airflow, I'd say. That's where I got them. Hit up Tony P for a 0 mod. Hell yeah. Chris says I need to find a newer big boy RDA for the Hog. I'm too damn lazy to wick the Valkyrie XL. The Turnstone RDA. That's a 30mm RDA. The early bird Turnstone RDA is supposed to be pretty rad. And I think Straight Fire actually has those in right now. Let's see. If you want to go even bigger, there's the Asgard XL. And the other 30mm RDA that's been out in the last year or so, that one that Thunderhead made. I forget what it's called, but a lot of people like that one. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show off a couple recipes Um, and we're going to decide whether or not to mix one of those or throw a new one together completely. You know, I should have mixed myself up a bottle of Polly Loves Mango. I'm sorry, Polly's Mango. Um, and if anybody doesn't know what that name is from, there is a movie from the 90s called Polly, about a parrot who was lost and trying to find his owner, and he loves mangoes. It's like a comedy movie from the 90s. But Dan changed the name to Polly, and when he made that recipe, he was watching that movie. And he named it Polly Loves Mango. But then it just changed to just Polly's Mango. Um, Chris says, I was thinking about the XL because I don't wick tanked up enough anymore to be adjacent to consistent. Huh. Hey, Mike DeBreeze! Finally got a chance to get on. How you been, Steve? I've been hanging in there, buddy. Last week was a rough week, but we're starting a new week today, and it's going to be a better week. I'm just going to put that out into the universe right now, manifest it. It's going to be a better week. And I hope the same for you, brother. It's great to see you. That mango in the Fatality 25 with some 3mm .08 duals is an incredible vape. Yeah, I think it would be awesome in the Dwarf. Because I'm just sitting here vaping the FC. And the FC, I get, like, the FC is very apricot forward. But certain atomizers bring out that buttercream cookie a little bit more. And it's been coming out a lot better in here. And I think the Polly's Mango would have a nice balance in this tank. Was that the one where he was owned by a deaf girl? I can't remember. Possibly. He's like a... Here, let's see. It's possibly. Yeah, it's this movie right here. Paulie. Yo, Mike, what up? So let's get into ELR and get some mixing done. I want to make a decision somewhat kind of quick. I don't want to rush if we're going to make something new, but I want to at least get that Sarin set up with some of that El Caribe tonight as well. Let me see if I can get to my recipes. I got a WikiWorks folder. We can close Facebook out of the background now. Doing good. Finally in my finally in my new house and getting ready for the new kid. That's what's up, bro. Was it Jim Carrey movie, Deaf Girl? Oh, okay. All right. So this is a little folder I made of some things that we were working on, a couple things that we worked on already on the show. This was the pink guava Twizzlers, which I need to edit while we're here. I'm going to turn up the mango a little bit at a time. Or the guava a little bit at a time. It might end up going all the way to 1%. But this is where it's at now. I just wanted to edit it before. This is that guava Twizzler that we were talking about before. From a few weeks ago. That's what the bag of the actual Twizzlers looks like. And then there's a couple other ones. Here's the Ruby Raz soda. And grapefruit and raspberry go fantastic together. So if we end up mixing this one, I'm perfectly happy. I forgot to grab the strawberry sparkling, but that'll only take 2 seconds to grab. I knew I forgot to grab a couple flavors out of my box. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, my mouse is going all over the place. So a Ruby Raz soda. The new lemon lime soda from Flavora at 1.5. That's that new, really, really delicious, awesome soda. That's better than the Wonder Flavors one. Although I have so much Wonder Flavors lemon lime soda, it's kind of a shame not to use it. But hey, to be honest, I wouldn't mind trying it both ways. I have so much of that flavor, like three quarters of a 500 ml, and then like 2 unopened 120s of the Wonder Flavors version. Premium raspberry SSA at 2%. Razzleberry Flavor West at 1.5. Razzleberry has that like powdery type of sweet tart kind of essence to it that's gonna go perfect with a soda. Red grapefruit from Flavora at 2%. That's our main driver for our grapefruit note there. And strawberry sparkling Wonder Flavors at 1.25. Add a little bit more fizziness to it, and it has a very unique lime note to it, and strawberry as well, and the super sweet from Capella at 0.75. Sorry I'm late. It's all right. I shaved. It was getting out of control, and I didn't feel like trimming it. I mean, I still left it kind of scruffy, but I didn't feel like taking the time to like trim it like all perfect. So I just threw the 8th inch on and just start over. Jason, let's see, trying out some Top Gohan and Shycosis juice here soon. Their list looks. Oh, that reminds me. Speaking of Top Gahan, R.I.P. to Mike Gahan. He is a very well-known DIYer in the Facebook DIY community. Loved by many, really active in the community, and he passed away a few days ago. So shots and prayers to all those who were close to Mike. He was one of the good ones. Shots and prayers. It's always a sad day when the community loses one, you know. A lot of people are gonna miss him. I did not know him very well at all, just an acquaintance, but he was a good dude. He was a real good dude. So there's that one. There's a possibility to mix. Him and Kyle, man, are awesome dudes. Hooked me up with nice stuff. Kyle's a good guy, man, too. Yeah, I've talked to Kyle a bunch. He does the FYK mods, right? FYK or yeah. Let's see. So there's that. And then this was another one. Actually, I want to share this too. I didn't get the flavors out for this, but I was just looking up ideas for orange recipes, and I found this recipe for orange balls, where you basically take orange juice and wafer cookies, and you mash it up together, and then you ball it up, and then you can add pecans to it. But you like mash up the wafer cookies with the orange juice, and then you roll it into little balls, and then you cool it in the fridge overnight, and then you roll it in powdered sugar, and then cover it with shredded coconut. And that's what this is supposed to be. I drafted this up, I guess Thursday. I was brainstorming it. Bakery orange SSA at 0.5%, butter pecan. This recipe, you can use pecans in it, or you can leave them out. Flavor West. Oh, and also in butter. Orange juice, wafer, cookies, and butter. So this will give that butter note as well, and soften it up. Butter pecan, Flavor West at 2%. The desiccated coconut VTA at 1%. Orange juice from Wonder Flavors at 2%. Powdered sugar 1-on-1 at 1%. Super sweet cap at 0.5%. And wafer from Noms at 2%. A possible recipe that we could mix up on a future episode. I did not pull the flavors for this one, but I've been brainstorming some ideas for some orange recipes. I've actually been working on, I've probably done about a dozen different orange recipes in the past 6 months, because I think JMW needs a new orange recipe on the menu. And this is just one of the latest ones. So there's that. And this is another possibility that I was thinking of doing tonight. Gotta go. Oh, have a good night, Heath. Yeah, FYK. Lipo thing looks amazing. Just waiting for mailman to show up. Oh, nice, dude. Okay. Ginger. This is a grapefruit ginger smoothie. And these are recipes inspired by like real life recipes that I look up. A real smoothie recipe that I look up, and then I find flavors, in my stash to complement the actual ingredient list from the recipe. Ginger, organic from Natural Flavors at 0.25%. Grapefruit BTA at 1.5%. That grapefruit is probably the closest match to the red grapefruit from Vlavora. They're definitely different, but they're both essentially red grapefruits, which is why I think they will pair well together. Lemon sorbet from Wonder Flavors at 2%. Probably going to see me working this flavor into a lot more mixes, especially over the summer. I think this is one of the most amazing lemon flavors that we've gotten in recent days, and it's super versatile. I think there's going to be so many possible uses for this flavor. It's got a really nice, like, it's kind of like a mellow lemon note, but it's nice and bright, but it's not overpowering. And as it steeps, you really do get like an authentic sorbet type of mouthfeel to it, like a non-dairy ice cream. Pineapple from Flavora at 1%. I just wanted a little bit of a top notey type of pineapple, because essentially you blend the smoothie. It's a grapefruit smoothie, but you put little frozen pineapple chunks in on the top. So the pineapple isn't blended into the drink. So I wanted a top notey pineapple, and Flavora is just that. Red grapefruit from Flavora again, our main driver of our red grapefruit flavor. Super sweet from Capella at 0.6. Yogurt drink from VTA at 2%. It's kind of a similar-ish type of flavor to the lemon sorbet, as it has like a mellowish type of lemon note to it, but it's mostly like a just like a thin, like tart yogurt. So I was thinking we could mix one of those. Peanut butter chocolate strawberry smoothie. Yeah, that would be awesome. I just didn't pull any flavors out to do peanut butter chocolate strawberry tonight. I wanted to do something grapefruit. So I don't know, guys. Do either of those tickle your fancy? Should we mix up the raspberry soda one or the grapefruit ginger one? Or do we put together a grapefruit candy live on stream real quick? Or should I just spin the wiki wheel? Let me know what you guys think. I'll wait for a couple people to answer, or we can just throw it on the wiki wheel. Just throw those two on the wheel and see which one it picks. And then of course we're going to taste it once we mix it. So this one is a little bit out of the box. I know the grapefruit and raspberry one for sure is going to be delicious. This one is a little bit experimental, this grapefruit and ginger. I don't know how much delay there is on the stream, but I'm going to put these two up on the wheel, I think. So let's see. Let's remove this. Oh, wait, I'm going to have to stop sharing to do this correctly. Where's my wheel? Wiki wheel. Bum, 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 bum. Let's see if it opens up for me. I'm starting to push the limits of my computer here. Oh boy, I'm frozen. Oh, here we go. How do I clear this? All right. Get me back to where we was. Present. Oh, come on. All right. I can't wait to replace this laptop. It's coming soon. I don't have a choice anymore. Share. Oh no. Oh, I shared the wrong window. Hold on. Share. Wheel. Share. Come on. Work with me here. All right. Now we're cooking with gas. We're going to go soda, smoothie, soda smoothie. We're going to copy. All right. This is how we're going to decide right here. And go. Wiki wheel, go. Smoothie. I guess we're mixing up the grapefruit ginger smoothie. All right. Let's get out of here. Hey, Hippo. All right. Give me just 1 second. I got to go grab. Daddy, chill. All right. Let's pull that recipe back up. All right. So I got my ginger. I just gotta get my box of flavors out that I grabbed. I grabbed a bunch of stuff, so let's close all these windows out, or all these tabs out. Grapefruit ginger smoothie. Bam. Okay. What else? What do I need here? Grapefruit VTA. No. Lemon sorbet. Super sweet. I guess I forgot the yogurt drink too. I could have swore I grabbed. All right. Let's see. Yogurt. Pineapple. Pineapple. Lemon sorbet. Pineapple. Red grapefruit. I also thought Flavora rainbow sherbet could work in a recipe like this, but not with the ginger in it though. Where are you, red grapefruit? Red grapefruit, there it is. Okay. We got our flavors lined up. We're gonna give this a go. This is a little bit out of the box kind of recipe as far as like grapefruit and ginger. But if you've ever actually had the real life smoothie, it works. Cheers. Let's see. All right. I'm going to start by adding my sweetener, because if I over drip, I can raise the amount of how much we make. 1, 2, 3. That's good enough. All right. The ginger, I'm literally just putting 2 drops of ginger in there. Nature Flavors ginger. It's a pretty potent mix. I've used it once before to make like a ginger pear pudding. Came out pretty good actually, but I think I went a little overboard on the ginger. So we're just going to go 2 drops. 1, 2. 0.04 on the dot. 0.04 grams. Perfect. Grapefruit VTA. Got my small bottle out. Uh, 0.23 grams. I do want to mix that soda one up, but I want to have time. I guess we're at 0.27. We dripped a little bit heavy. What it is, what it is. Lemon sorbet. You can tell I like this flavor because I got a big old fat bottle of it. Wonder Flavors lemon sorbet. 0.30 grams. Pineapple Flavora. Nice, like I said, nice top notey pineapple. Very, very potent too, but I think with the 2 grapefruits in here, we're definitely 1% might be a tad high actually. Shit. Yeah, let's go for it. 0.15 grams. I was considering maybe going down to 0.75, but let's go for it. Come on. Perfect. 0.15 on the dot. Red grapefruit from Flavora. 0.30 grams. Awesome. And last but certainly not least, the VTA yogurt drink. All these VTA flavors can still be found at DIY in Canada, by the way. I haven't tried ordering from them yet, but I need to soon to see if they're still charging tariffs and duty fees. They're not supposed to anymore. from what I've heard. At least the tariffs. The brokerage fees though might be a different story. But yogurt drink at 0.30 grams. Got him. All right, sweet. Coming in with the VG at 13.25 grams. All right. Oh, that's close enough. All right, and PG at 2.99 grams. We'll call it 3. 3 grams. All right, we got 2.99 on the dot. Look at that. And of course, because I'm an adult and I can make informed decisions, and I love flavored e-liquids to keep me from smoking, I'm putting a little bit of the old additive in there. Not a lot, just enough for me, because I'm the one vaping it. Cap it, shake it. Yeah. Now we're just going to taste this right off the shake. I've got an Elder Dragon ready to go. I'm going to take a little rip off of this one though. That's that guava. Tastes mad good. I shook so many bottles last week that I freaking swear to God I gave myself freaking like a sore shoulder, tennis elbow. Let's give this a little knuckle test. Ooh. Wow. That's interesting. And you really can't taste the ginger. Steve found a new vaping harm for DIY. Yeah. We're going to have to take it from 95% down to 94. Sorry. That 1% possibility that you're going to throw out your shoulder shaking e-liquid bottles. What's up, Mallory? Great to see you. That's interesting. Yeah, you really don't taste the ginger. It's kind of there, like on the aftertaste, a touch. I think it'll steep out. The ginger in like the actual smoothie recipe, the real life smoothie recipe, is to cut down on the tartness of the grapefruit a little bit. And it works wonders. Let's grab the correct Elder Dragon. And look at them wicks. Oh, let's get this thing off the screen. We're done mixing. Bam. We can go back to it later if we need to. Focus. All right. It doesn't want to focus. There we go. Nope. There we go. There she is. Look at those pretty, fluffy, brand spanking new wicks. Duchess coils, triple 28, 2.5 millimeter. He calls these the victim coil now. We're going to wet them wicks. Give this liquid a try. Let's turn that back on. Ooh. It's got a nice nice grapefruity aroma to it, but off the knuckle you definitely caught the hints of like the smoothie base that I basically built from the lemon sorbet and the yogurt drink to give it a nice like creamy type of mouthfeel. Let's give this a try. I think ginger grapefruit or grapefruit ginger. Grapefruit ginger smoothie. Ginger grapefruit smoothie. It's a grapefruit smoothie. If you Google grapefruit smoothies, many of the recipes will call for ginger. Cheers. Wow. It's fucking delicious, dude. I continue to surprise myself. Now, there's a little bit of like a volatile note from like the tartness of the yogurt drink that I think needs to settle down. But I think it's essential to actually pull up because you have to have some type of yogurt in this smoothie recipe, and I thought the yogurt drink would be the right one. I would just hope that as it steeps, that it maintains the level of like potency that I'm getting from the grapefruit right now. It's not overpowering, but it's 100% a smoothie made from ruby red grapefruit. With a really nice thick exhale. Like it's nice and thick and creamy, yogurty on the exhale, but blended into that tartness of the yogurt, you get the tartness of the red grapefruit too, and they just complement each other so well. It's like a complement, but a contrast at the same time. Wow. And the ginger is barely noticeable. And I think the yogurt drink does a nice job of making sure that the citruses and that top notey pineapple, they're not like too throaty or too astringent. I could probably take the pineapple down to 0.75. It's starting to come through a little bit now. But it is delicious. It's a nice blend. You get the grapefruit, you get a little bit of pineapple. That smoothie base is, to be honest, I've done a lot of different smoothies, and I often reach for Marlon creamy Greek yogurt or Capella's creamy vanilla if I want to add a little bit of a vanilla note to it. Sometimes I'll just use like a Flavor West yogurt, but I'm really happy with how like the smoothie aspect, like the fact that it tastes thick, blended, all like you can pick out like the separate ingredients, but it's blended together to create like the actual thickness in the mouth of a smoothie. I could probably all day vape this. Gosh darn, that's good. But to pair with Dr. Pepper, everything pairs with Dr. Pepper. Yeah. I'm really happy with this, guys. I think the ruby red raspberry soda would have come out delicious too. But I wouldn't have been able to experience this nice thick smoothie base. That's a winner. I will have to actually, let's do this. Let's do this real quick. Excuse me. Let's do this. Oh. Really happy with the mouth feel of the smoothie base here from the lemon sorbet and yogurt drink complements the tart red grape fruit. Nicely. Ginger is barely present, underneath mostly cuts down the tartness of the citrus from being too much. Extra zing on the top notes. This could easily be an all-day vape. Still needs some steep time to see how well the grape fruit holds up against the all right, cool. Works for me. We're gonna make this public. There we go. Bam! It's up. Hells yeah! All right. I think that's a winner. Have you tried the Dr. Pepper sausages? My husband and I were not fans. Crazy having a sausage that tasted like Dr. Pepper. Yuck. I have not. I've never even heard of them. That's crazy. Let's get the scale out of the way and get something built. Because we got, what, 50 minutes left to get the Sarin RBA wicked up and set up inside the Cthulhu. That's real interesting. Dr. Pepper sausages. You know what I saw? And I never really knew this was a thing because I never been to any of those Juggalo type of events, but I guess it's like the gathering that ICP does every year. They have like a stand where they do grape hot dogs. So they literally like boil hot dogs in grape Faygo twice. Like I think they do it twice. It's a grape flavored hot dog. Dr. Pepper barbecue sauce does make sense. Kroger's had them by Johnsonville's, no kidding. It does kind of make sense for a barbecue sauce because I've heard of people using Coca-Cola for barbecue sauce too. I don't know about sausages though, but that's interesting. I'll have to look into it. I'm going to give this another couple rips because I'm going to have to use this mod to build on for the Sarin. I just had a feeling. I had a feeling about the grapefruit and ginger. My mind is blown. All right. Oh. Any more ginger would have been too much, though. 0.25% was right on. So I've got the Sarin RVA a couple weeks ago. Shout out to CJ. I happened to see it like just moments after he posted it, and I was able to get this for a steal. It's already got a coil in it because I didn't want to wait, honestly. I have used root beer to make a beer, said Mallory. A beer, beer can chicken. Yeah, it basically steams the chicken from the inside out. Quite. Yeah, I've done the beer butted chickens before. Not root beer though. I would try that. I would try that. I would probably try the Dr. Pepper sausages too. Um, so this already has a coil in it. We're not going to rebuild it. We're going to wick it. Wicking it can be as easy as just pulling the cotton through both sides and snipping it, but I'm going to do a little bit more of an in-depth kind of wicking on there. This is a PMC coil. I'm not 100% sure of the specs, but CJ said that he left a PMC coil in there, and I've never tried any PMC coils before. Other than the one time I wicked this up and had it running for a few days. And it was running nice, so we're going to keep it in there. It's already got the threads on the bottom. 3.5 millimeter pin is the largest pin for the Sarin. I typically like 4 millimeter pins, but I was able to adjust to the 3.5 really nicely. I wouldn't mind trying some of the other sizes as well, but I think the 3.5 is a good place. We're gonna keep it right there. This thing's real cool, man. Top airflow, kind of like the Sparrow and their other RTA that they have. So this has this extra like inner chamber where the airflow comes in from the top of the drip tip down into here, down this side here, into that hole, back up underneath the coil. Pretty nifty design. It was one of the reasons why I was so darn interested in trying this guy. And so far, I'm extremely picky when it comes to RBAs. I've been running mostly just the Voltrove for, I don't know, 4 years now, since 2022. Yeah, so 4 years. And I haven't tried many of the more modern day RBAs, and I feel like this was a good one to pick up. I do want to get better burrow tanks for it. I saw that VPON just released like these new X2 tanks. The type where the bottom comes off and you just, pop it together. I think I want to pick one of those up. I'm not the biggest fan of these slidey glass tanks, but that's what we're going to have to use, because this is like the only burrow tank that I have right now that has a good gasket inside of it. So we're going to wick this sucker up. Haven't used an RVA in 6 months. Paul Cole, what is up, dude? Gonna snip the cotton. It doesn't need to be long, so we'll snip that there. That's plenty long. I am going to pull it apart and re-roll it, just so I can get some consistency across the fibers of the cotton. And plus, I think, even though this is 2.5, millimeters, I think it's a little bit thicker than 2.5. There we go. All pulled apart. I'm gonna roll it back up. So it's we're gonna pull that off. There we go. All right. Enjoying some Over the Moon. Let's go. Punk Rock said the new early bird burrow tanks are really good. Yeah, but they're still slidey glass. I want one where the bottom pops off, and then you can just place your RBA base in the bottom and then pop it, you know what I mean? Pop it back together. And then it just has like the little pull tab to fill on the front. It's these right here. I'll show you. Hold on. Timmy has them, but these right here, where the bottom just pops off. Think I might get a purple one or a blue one. Not 100% sure. But yeah, I like the Crypt too. Yeah, it's like those. All right. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna give this the old back and forth. All right. I'm gonna snip this. Now, technically, you can just do this like that and then snip it, you know what I mean, flush. But I'm going to actually, I'm going to do this. Hold on. I'm going to leave a little bit there. So what I want to do here is fluff this up. I'm trying to fan it out here. Good enough. So I can snip the top off. Boom. Snip the top off. Then I'm going to trim the sides a little bit. All right. Now I'm going to put this on. And try to snip as close to that as I can. But I wanted the tops cut off. Now we're going to kind of tuck that down, like feather that down there. So when the liquid flows in, those tops are thinned out and the liquid can flow in a little bit faster. But you can see that the hole looks good. Hey, CJ! Got your liquid today? The juicy and the Polly's mango is delicious? Hell yeah, dude! Paul says I have a green one and a black one of the Crypt B2s. The tank that came with the first ether was really good. I like that one. Don't remember if it's a Cthulhu. Gotcha. Yo, Frank. Looks good. Yeah. Let's see if I can get this. There you go. So you can see the hole is completely covered, but the top of each wick is trimmed a little bit, so it allows the liquid to flow to the coil a little bit faster. It should prevent any possible choking up of that flow of the liquid. Now, the only thing that's... I probably should have dripped some liquid on there first, huh? I didn't think of that. Darn it, I'm an idiot. I forgot to drip liquid on the coil first. That's all right. I knew I was forgetting something. All right. Now we should still be able to get that back on there, okay? What the heck? There we go. Need to break out my Abyss and Ether. Oh yeah, that Abyss and Ether was the first AIO type of device that I ever used. Gonna wet these a little bit on the side there. Just kind of like priming an actual sub-ohm coil. I think that should do it. All right. Now this is where this darn thing is tricky. Because I have to... This isn't like sealed on with an O-ring. So it's very possible for it to come off while you're trying to get it into a tank. I'm going to lay that, or I'm going to set it here. Need to bring up my biz. Let's see. I got way too much stuff going on here. There we go. Pull that off. Gotta drop this in here. Shoot. There we go. We got it in. We're in. And we got to push this down, but we got to use this piece that screws in here to turn it, to screw it onto the top. You'll see this part start turning. Tighten that down. Boom. Then hold it there so you can unscrew that. But that stays in. Boom, we're in. Get our glass on. Get our mod. I think we're a little bit too close, I think. Let's try this. Drop this guy in. Little flush nut. Where's my stupid where's my tool? Oh, it's right here. I use my bottle opener to tighten these guys up. It's got to be straight though. Ah. Nope. Nope. Oh. There we go. Now, this is my biggest gripe about these. As you tighten this, these always turn. They don't stay straight. They always turn. See how it turned and it's kind of crooked now? But if I bring it back just a little bit, it should be okay. And it should still read just fine, I'm hoping. Yep, 0.34. 0.34. Now we screw in our drip tip and airflow guy. Now we fill it. El Caribe. Fills up super fast, so even trying to only fill it halfway never works out. Because it only holds like 3 milliliters. Now, hopefully, we saturated that enough. To where it's not like going to dry out on us. Let's get our special panels on that Tim made me. Now, wouldn't that look sick if that was like a purple tank or a blue tank showing through there? We're at 30 watts. We're going to start that there. Getting some cracklage. Let's turn this stupid LED light off. and come up and vape this guy. Here we go. We're rocking and rolling with the Sarin RBA. I'm actually glad that I took the time to try Wicking It one time before stream, because I think I wicked it a little bit better this time than I did the first time. 30 watts we're going to try it at. We're at a 0.34. Cheers. Ooh. I had a feeling this El Caribe was going to be an excellent liquid to try in an RBA for the first time. Now, I'm sure an RDA is always the best way to test a flavor for the first time, because you're going to get the most fullness, most saturation always. But just from the knuckle, I could tell this was a really in-your-face orange, very sweet liquid. And especially once this cotton breaks in, I was getting excellent flavor from this with my my cocoa lemon, my coconut lemon pound cake recipe. So I'm definitely getting a really nice, like, orange sherbet type of flavor from this so far. I'm frozen. Come back. Okay, here we go. Whoa, that is good, man. Tim! Escaped the bunny. She had the potty. Well, welcome to freedom. Paul got me some Outshine fruit popsicles. Yum. Nice. Who else is excited for the new RTA for vaping? Did he announce it? Have we seen it? Robo video for a few seconds, not frozen? Ah, okay. Man, that is good. Now I'm sure as this breaks in, I'm going to get more fullness of flavor. But this El Caribe is delicious. It kind of tastes like an orange sherbet a little bit. Now, in an RDA, I bet it's a lot more in your face. But I'm getting a nice, really bright, tangy orange. And there's definitely like a milky, creamy base to it. I wonder if maybe I could turn it up to like 32 watts here. Let's see. There we go. Hell yeah. Yeah, I think the Sarin, I found my RBA that I'm going to be running in my Cthulhu with my sexy new panels for a while. That's a freaking spot on good burrow liquid. Oh yeah. That's full on saturated flavor right there. That's good. Uh, glad you like. I do. They're sexy. I was just saying. I think I want to get like a new burrow tank, one that's not like one of the slidey glass ones, like that's purple. So it will be like a purple tank showing through. Just got 3 kilos in the mail of what the world will never know. What? I've seen some stuff on Instagram about it so far. Oh, okay. I'll have to go check it out later. El Caribe is nice. Yeah, it is. I'm enjoying it. So I was like, man, let's do some citrusy type of freaking flavors tonight, you know? It's the only reason why I didn't make coffee and I busted out the Dr. Pepper because I wasn't really planning on doing anything full on dessert tonight. Got to get you a set of the wood grain panels. The wood grain are very cool. I really dig the wood grain, but I love this like two-tone. It's like blue and like pink, but like purple. It's cool and it matches the body really nicely. And I don't mind the 3.5 millimeter at all. Red purple filament. Okay. Um, I'm able to get really nice long draws from it. It's crackling pretty nice. Crackle isn't everything, but I think in a restricted direct lung, for me, it adds a little bit of enjoyment. But the longer you draw, the more saturation starts to build up. Mm. That's a really good orange liquid, man. Orange might seem like a simple flavor, but especially when it comes to orange creams, so many people have tried to do creamsicles in the past. We used to have one called the Dream that Dan did. It was very, very orange forward. Delicious, mind you. But it was so orange forward that unless you were running it in series, like the creamsicle part of it didn't really present very well at all. It was very device dependent. I like to try a popcorn vape liquid. Yo, um, Face Meat shared a recipe that he named popcorn lung. I was talking to Face Meat in a chat the other day. He was talking about diacetyl, and I was like, well, yo, you know, custard premium for one. You already love custard premium. And I said LA butter rum. And he didn't realize LA butter rum still had diacetyl in it. He went and he got it. He made a recipe. I forget the percentages, but it's custard premium, LA butter rum, and one-on-one cornbread. There might have been one other flavor in it. I can't remember. Or it might have just been super sweet at 1%, but he called it popcorn lung. I might mix that up. That looks really tasty, actually. Mm. Every popcorn liquid I've had has been horrible. I had one when I first started vaping. It was odd, but it was tolerable. It was like a caramel corn. But yeah, they're notoriously bad. A lot of them. Man, that's yummy. Really, really freaking crushing it over there at FDH, man. Is this? I forget which is which. I forget which Elder Dragon had the new That's the guava. Tim, we mixed up a ginger grapefruit smoothie tonight. And there it is. Turned out really good. Used the red grapefruit from Flavora and VTA grapefruit, some Flavora pineapple, lemon sorbet yogurt drink, and some Nature Flavors ginger, just like 1/4%. It's freaking good, man. Really surprised with how good it came out. Oh, nice. Seamus, what's up, dude? Seamus is going to try a mint julep liquid tonight. Yeah, don't forget, after the stream, after Wickin It and Kickin It tonight, you can head on over to Twitch for the dopamine dump. For extended good times and positive vibes. Maybe a little after 7:30, I'm hungry. Okay. It's Colorado time. Mountain time. Excited for the mint? Hell yeah. That sounds good. You are on the 75-inch 4K? Hell yeah! Definitely needs to steep out. That lemon sorbet is going to thicken up. The yogurt drink is going to smooth out a little bit more. I just hope that the grapefruit holds up and it doesn't fade out too much. Very likely could turn up the grapefruits a tad if necessary. But right now, man, that ginger grapefruit, I was talking about it to a couple people over the weekend. I think I mentioned it to Bogan because Bogan was talking about grapefruit liquids. And I was like, oh, I just wrapped it up, a ginger grapefruit. And he's like, grapefruit sounds good, but I don't know about the ginger. And I was like, well, the ginger is really doing it. It goes well with the grapefruit. We'll have to mix up the raspberry grapefruit soda another time. Hankson mint julep is gross. Run away. Yeah, it isn't like Hankson has like some banger flavors, but isn't like 90% of their line like meh or just gross. Canadian Vapor said, I've been vaping an ice cream kettle. It's banging. Made by Johnny Cold Cuts. Very cool. Gonna make me open up YouTube? We'll take a look. Let's see. I closed the YouTube window just to prevent anything from slowing down and making me lag here. I'll pull it up. We'll look at it. Come on. If we can get back here. Got it. Got it. This is the recipe that Canadian Vapor is talking about. I got VG nose real bad. Ice cream kettle. not originally created by this mixer. Sugar Cookie Capella at 6%. Yo, Sugar Cookie is real good if you push it to 6%. It just takes a long time to steep. Super Sweet at 0.5%. Butterscotch Flavor West at 2%. Butterscotch Ripple Flavor West at 2%. Liquid Barn Vanilla Ice Cream at 5%. Wow. That's a heavy dose of ice cream. TFA Cheesecake Graham Crust at 3%. TPA Kettle Corn at 3%. That kettle corn is the only thing I'm pretty sure I don't have. Interesting. I mean, I guess I can see it. I don't know. I've never had that kettle corn, so I don't really know what it tastes like. Like, I can see all the rest of it definitely being delicious. That kettle corn is a wild card for me. But yeah, if you're enjoying it, that's what's up, dude. That's what's up. Turn down the Ripple and you wouldn't need 6% sugar cookie. Now, it does work at 6% though. It does. It just needs to steep a long time. I've had an old school, like, strawberry cream cookie or strawberry custard cookie recipe, like an old school mix with sugar cookie at 6%. And it needed like a good 2 months to steep, but once it got there, it's pretty tasty. Ripple is a mute agent, though. It's a concerning one for me. For bakery notes, yeah, that's for sure. That's a good point. Yeah. El Caribe! Ay, caramba! Man, that's good. This Sarin impresses me, man. And I don't know what it is, though. Maybe I still need to play with the wicking a little bit. When the tank is full, I don't get quite as much saturation as I do when it starts to get down about halfway. And when I get down to about halfway, I get full on massive saturated flavor from this RBA. I've tried a bunch of RBAs. I always end up going back to the Voltrove. Now, I haven't tried nearly as many as some other people do. Aside from the Voltrove being my favorite, this is the first RBA that I've tried that's really impressed me since the Odd Job. And the Odd Job is a pain in the ass to wick. So I very rarely break it out because I don't get it. I only get it right like maybe 1 out of 4 tries, right? I'm really digging this Sarin RBA. It's really good. And the top airflow design it's freaking genius. It works. It works really well. Just give it a try. Use less concentrates with similar success. Yeah. Turn down the Ripple then. Probably going to be even better now. Thanks, Tim. Yeah, cut the Ripple down. Yeah. Let's see. Neil says, I did a white chocolate caramel kettle corn, and it turned out nice. Cereal vape. Oh, okay. That I can see. Yeah. 100%. Is it dot and billet compatible? I don't know. I don't know if it'll fit inside of a dot. It's it's a chunky RBA. I don't know much about dot, but just first glance, I'm gonna say that dot might be kind of iffy. Dot compatibility might be kind of iffy. I like Ripple, but it's like Vanilla Swirl and Mutes. See, I Vanilla Swirl mutes, but for me, not nearly as much as Ripple. I very rarely will ever choose to use Butterscotch Ripple. No, this is Cthulhu. It does kind of look like the dot mod a little bit. This is the Cthulhu AIO, the original one. El Caribe is nice. We probably would have had time to maybe wick up one more thing, but I'm going to leave it at that for tonight because I've got a really nice liquid to test, to continue testing. This to crank on. I don't have any squonks set up, which is interesting enough. But I can definitely enjoy this. And then, of course, I got my dwarf on the side-by-side. Oh, guys, I totally forgot. In 9 months, I'm going to have another BMM mod. And that's probably my last large purchase for a long time. Because there's definitely some uncertainty headed my way shortly. I don't really want to explain the specifics on the live stream, but it's not every day that you hit for a Box Mod Mafia mod. And my name came up in the drawing last Sunday. Not yesterday, but last Sunday. Yeah, I hit for a BMM mod. And I ordered the Nicely V2 side-by-side. It's a pricey son of a gun. But I had been saving up because I knew I had my name entered 3 times on the master list, and everybody who had 3 entries was guaranteed a spot this season. So I had been saving up. I really want to get a GT4S for that side-by-side when it comes. And I could get a GT4S right now if I wanted to, but I don't know if I want to pay close to $200 for it. It's like $160 after conversion with shipping. But then I don't know if they're going to slap any extra tariffs on it and shit, which would probably bring it up to like $200. And the question is, everybody loves the GT4S. Everybody says it's the greatest RTA ever. But I find it hard to believe it being that much better than this dwarf. This dwarf is far and away the greatest single coil RTA I've ever experienced. It needs a new coil though, I think. We're gonna burp it. There he is. Jaka is best, actually. Actually, the Jaka is the best RTA because I am Dell and I love the Jaka. Dell loves the Jaka. Neil says, my birthday is tomorrow. Happy birthday, Neil Pitts. And I'm ordering some medicine flour and some salt nick to make some MTL juices. Very cool. It's like the same sauce. It's not good. Yeah, my BMM having a baby BMM. It's crazy, right? Because like you got to pay attention, continuously sign up for open batches. Make sure you sign up for the master list at the beginning of each season, and January and June, I think it is. Um, and the last time I hit was July of 2024. So it can take up to a year and a half to 2 years to hit. But then once you hit on a BMM mod and then place your order, it takes 9 months for him to get to that batch that your mod was in, make it, and get it to you. So it's quite the long process of a pre-order. Yeah, happy birthday, Neil. It's cheaper, dual and single, comes in black. I don't care so much about the black. And their base RRP is right around the same price. It's just the GT4S just it's gone up a little bit now because of supply and demand. But it's $201.99 Canadian. But after like conversion and shipping, it's like $160 US. Wasn't the Jaka like, I don't know, 120? I guess, yeah, it is cheaper, but then if you want to get the single coil kit, you got to spend like another $60. Or however much the black thing is. So like 69 cents. Yeah. I won't tell Canadian Vapor. Vapes by Anushi. Currently slurping on an iced raspberry limoncello. Ooh, based on your strawberry lychee lemon. Oh, nice, dude. Hell yeah. I would give you my single coil kit for free. That one came with a single coil kit. I was just being stubborn. Because, I don't know, I get all these dual coil RTAs, and I use them for a couple weeks, and then they sit on the shelf. I need to bust out the Bonza Pro again. Because I was really enjoying that one in dual coil. I don't know. I guess it's just like a FOMO and a hype thing when it comes to the GT4S. It's been on my bucket list for so long. That's like $400 of Jaka. And I just happened to check the site, and normally they're listed, but they're only for pre-order. But they're actually sitting there in stock on that site right now. And I'm very, very tempted to pick one up, but I know even the Jaka, even that price for the Jaka, I really shouldn't be spending any money right now. I need to buy a computer. And I'm waiting for Dan to send me the specs for the laptop that he said that he had. He said it's brand new, he bought it, used it like once, and he hasn't used it since. I'm waiting for him to give me a price on it. Well, I want to see the specs first. But I have the option to pay that off in installments too if I really want to. It was Daytime Frank and Addy Tooney who talked me into the GT4S. Although Addy loves his K-Funds and Twisted Messes, yeah. The Turnstone will be my next purchase. That's the one, the Turnstone. That's what I was trying to tell Chris about. Check out the Turnstone. Gundam Base, Here I Come. Is that coming up? Is that this weekend? When are you going, Del? I had some other things that I wanted to talk about tonight, but I don't think I'm going to bring it up on the live stream. It's just been too great of a night, and I don't want to bring down all the positive vibes with negativity. But there was just something that transpired on Facebook, and with like an old modder, in the high end modder. That's just kind of a shame, but I'm not going to talk about it because it's going to get me all amped up. I'll save it for another day when I need to let out frustration. Found it, Steve-O. Let it out, Steve. Yeah. Center Bowl, let them know. No, it's all good. We'll talk about it another day. We're coming to the end. I didn't deal with it. It's just something that I witnessed that happened to other people. I'm glad I didn't drop. Let's just say I'm just glad I didn't fall for the hype on that RDA and decide to pre-order one of those, because the guy's not coming through with them. He's like disappeared for like 6 months. Voorhees did a new dual 21700 squonk, did he? And a dual 21700 series. Yo, I'm gonna have to go check that out. 21700 squonk. Dual 21700 squonk. I at least gotta see it. At least you didn't lose your virginity on camera and get an internet tattoo. It can always be worse. Yeah. Yeah. Let's just say the start of this week. This morning was rough, but the rest of the day has been pretty awesome. This stream always gets the week started off on a positive note. That was one thing that was missing last week. Oh, internal, not internet. Got you. Last week was missing the stream, and I was so bogged down in orders. I pushed myself until I freaking... Basically, I just fell out during the hangs after the vlog on Thursday. Like, I fell asleep and I woke up and like... It was like I time warped Thursday night. 1 second, there was like 20 people in hangs. And I woke up 4.5 hours later and there was like only 6 people left. So I just went to bed. I told you that in private, Tim. Yeah. At least you didn't record blow some O's. Yeah. Tim said when I woke up and found out I got tattoos, it threw me off. I was like, wait, I didn't consent to that. What do you mean tattoos? What? The dual 21700 squonk has a big ass bottle with it too. Yo, that's what's up. That's what's up. I'm gonna go on there and check it out. Hold on. Let's look at it. Voorhees customs. Bam. Come on. Custom mods. Side by side. Mini 18650 squonk. DNA 75 21700 squonk. DNA 100C single squonk. Let's see. Dual 21700 squonk unregulated. Oh, sick. Yo, that's dope. It doesn't show a picture of it with the door on it, but that's it. Oops. Bam. Let's focus. Come on. Work. Work, work, work. Nothing wants to work right now. That's all right. You guys get the idea. There it is. Imagine a panel on the front of it. All right. Also, repeat booth. When they remove large polyps, they tattoo area so they can keep an. Ah, okay. Repeat booth cam in 6 months and still. Right. Sure, if it was cancerous, so nerves and BS again soon. Either way. $65 for a series neck. Sign me up. Right? Is it series? Yeah, series or parallel. It's MOSFET. MOSFET, but still. No, it looks like 100. Oh, you're talking about a different mod, probably. Yeah, he's got some great freaking prices for his 3D printed mechs, dude. I want the flip side squonk, says Neil. I wanted one too, but then I ended up buying the M key from Dell, and I know they're different, but I've got more squonks than I even know what to do with now. But yeah, the flip side looks freaking rad as hell, and now they're actually available in America. They weren't at first. But guys, this has been a great stream. I'm going to call it. C-Moose just dropped the announcement that he's going live. Did you see the video of the box mod with the glow-in-the-dark Pokemon theme from Oscar today? No. I'll have to check that out. That's cool as hell. Yeah, guys, head on over to Twitch for the dopamine dump. We're going to call it a night here. I don't know if anybody's hanging out anywhere tonight. I got to get Dean to bed. Thankfully, we did eat before the stream this week, though. So that is one plus side. I got a couple orders that I got to take care of, too. And I want to try to get them done and in bed at a decent hour tonight. But maybe if I see people hanging out somewhere, I'll pop in and say hello. But I'm going to head over to the dopamine dump, show some love to Seamus. The new Dual 21700 you can get in either parallel or series. I think it fits up to a 37mm Addy. Yeah, the turnstone looked like it fit on there nicely, and there was plenty of room left over. Cassie is passed out, so not sure what we're doing. Yeah, I never really know. I've been hanging out as much on Mondays lately. But if I see people hanging out, I'll hop in and say hello. Remember, you guys are always welcome to pop into the JMW Discord and hang out, even if I'm not in there. Although I know that people are often hanging out somewhere else. So don't feel like you guys need to switch it up on account of me. But I love you guys. This has been freaking awesome. Glad to be back. Next week maybe we'll do a full lineup of builds. I don't know. Awesome as always. Thank you guys. Appreciate you guys. Thank you as always for wicking it and kicking it with me. We are JMW.